Okay guys, so welcome. It's the last day, mentalism, everybody. Yay! We made it! Yay! Well, not yet, you've still got there to go. We're almost at the end of this day. Alright, so today is the principle of mentalism. It's actually the first one in line when it comes to Hermeticism, but it is the last one for us today, and as you know, there's a reason for that as well. So, this principle embodies the truth that all is mind. It is the substantial reality underlining outward manifestations and appearances which we know under the terms of the material universe, the phenomena of life, matter or energy, and in short, all that is apparent to the material senses is in fact spirit. So what we refer to as the law of mentalism is actually spirit at the end of the day, yeah? Which in itself is unknowable and undefinable, but may be considered and thought of as a universal, infinite living mind, which is why you've got that image on the front of this day, yeah? And it also explains the phenomenal world or the universe is simply a mental creation of the all and has its existence in the mind of the all. So it's up and out there, and it exists in everything innate and everything that is living as well. This principle is the mental nature of the universe, and without the explanation of it, that is the actual law of mentalism and what it is we're going to go into today, without this explanation, it is not understandable, and it completely defies science and scientific approaches. So unless you've got like this metaphysical knowledge and approach, you are never ever going to crack the code of how everything works, yeah? So an understanding of this great hermetic principle of mentalism allows the individual to readily grasp the laws of the mental universe and to apply it for his well-being and for his advancement, which is what we're doing here, obviously, yeah? So, and we need to do this instead of using them in a haphazard manner, which is what most of us actually do. We sort of like go around with our heads in the sand and not really knowing how everything functions. So, with this master key in his possession, the student may unlock many doors of the mental and psychic temple of knowledge. So, one of the old Hermetic masters wrote very long ago, "He who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery." And these words are as true now as they ever were back then, and were as true then as they are now as well. And without this master key, and what we're doing is the master key, mastery is impossible. And the student knocks in vain at many doors of the temple. And isn't that what's happening? Mm-hmm. So many different approaches and names, but get down to the basics, get down to the crux of it, you know? Get down to the immutable truth, and then you are on your way. Now, that was just the intro, but something very amazing happened when I was developing the law of mentalism construct, and that happened towards the end. Towards the end, as I developed each day, and I want to share this with you because it's really important, I would ask the question, is it finished? Is this law complete? And I'd get the answer, no, no, no. And I was like, what on earth is going on? Why am I getting that it's incomplete when I've been through it 100,000 times as I do before it goes in your manual? And I just couldn't crack why the answer was no the whole time. So this is what happened. I asked primary source, is the law of mentalism finished? No. So I started to ask questions. Does it need more data, more information? No. Does it need more formulas? No. Does it need more research? No. Okay, are there corrections to be made? Do I need to change the order in which I put everything? No. In Greek, what do you want? What do you want then? And it was like, you need to connect and communicate with the law of mentalism, and it will tell you. So what happened then was a channeling between myself and the law of mentalism. And this is what it said. Goosebumps. This is what it said. I am the creation of Prodokosmos. The database within me, the law of mentalism, the database within me encompasses all of the rest of the cosmic laws. These are largely determined by the mesokosmos, and you're going to find out what all these words are in a moment or two. These are largely determined, I'm repeating it, by the mesokosmos, and what happens in the etheric and material realms. Okay. It goes on to say, where there is corruption in the laws, this will be due to the physical and non-physical entities that cause this to be so. So I was getting like completely goosebumped at this point. This means that my content is ever shifting and ever changing. This is why it kept saying no, no, no. Yeah? This is why I am not finished. All the laws are ever changing. And then it gives us some insights about the future, and it says to me, 2 of the laws will be completed, they will be removed and replaced until the laws are required no more. My jaw drops. I wrote it down. My jaw dropped. Right? So, I say, after my jaw drops, so have I, or other adepts, or alchemists, or seekers of truth, been wasting our efforts like we've been spending all this time doing the cosmic laws, and God knows how many thousands and millions before us doing it the classic way through Hermeticism and stuff, yeah? Have we been wasting our time? And the law of mentalism says to me, no, you have not been wasting your time. Microcosmic man must learn how to master these laws until he eventually navigates his destiny virtuously without the boundaries of any such laws. Close. So that's why when I was saying in terms of manual content, you know, is it finished, is it finished, no, 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 this is why. Okay, and so I just wanted to share it with you because I think that's very important information or knowledge or wisdom, and it actually links in and ties into the actual content of this day as well. So when we get to do processes on all the different types of cosmoses that there are, because this is what the law of mentalism now is all about, it ties into what it is I received telepathically from the law itself. So, just real quick, I want to share those with you, so I don't sound too like, what on earth is she going on about? We've got all our different bits and pieces as we do throughout the whole of the day, and all of our transformation processes, and then the transformation processes take a swing in direction, and we get to a point in our ceremony, number 7, which is the 7 cosmoses and the order of the 7 rays of creation. And so we are going to be transmuting and transforming each of those rays. The good we leave and the bad we transform. So this is the list. Okay, I want to share it with you now. In our list, I'm giving you it from the top down. Okay, so from the primary source head up there, all the way down. Number 1, Prodokosmos. It's so nice that they're Greek words because we all understand what they mean, right? Prodokosmos, which is the spiritual realms. Number 2 is Megalokosmos. There's another word for it too, Aiokosmos. Okay, which is all suns, worlds, and infinite space. The 3rd cosmos going down is called macrocosmos, which is the Milky Way, 18 million suns, and that gravitate, around the central sun. That's macrocosmos. Number 4 is defterocosmos, which kind of means second, if we were to translate that in English, which is the sun of our solar system and all of its laws. Okay, so that's defterocosmos. Number 5 is mesocosmos, which is the earth plane or the physical plane. 6 is the microcosmos, which is man, microcosm, yeah? And 7 is tritocosmos, which can apply to things like atoms and molecules, but from the negative perspective or the shadow perspective, it's also the abyss or the Avicii. Do you know what the Avicii is? The Avicii is basically the correspondence to hell. And the beings and the entities and the people who do bad, sisawoyiga, are doomed to the Avicii, or what we may know as also the abyssos, the Greek word, Avicii, abyssos, yeah. And so it corresponds to that, and also the clip-off. And when we go beyond or lower than Malkuth, for example, or Dart, which is the connection point, it can connect us to the Avicii if you have been a bad boy or a naughty girl. So that is our explanation of the 7 cosmoses and the order of the 7 rays of creation, starting from the top, going down. However, we are going to use these in our ceremony to do transmutation and transformation, but we're going to work the other way around. We're going to start from the bottom and take out all the rubbish, going all the way up to the top again. Okay? How many minutes are we on?
12.
Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you very much.